Hi everybody, welcome to Jobs in Showbiz. Today we are here with one of my good friends, Adam Tupper.
Hi.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. We're on our lunch break, so we'll get right to the chase. Adam is a second AC. Do you want to tell us a bit about your responsibilities on set?
I think the responsibility of a second AC that everyone's really familiar with, this lane. But our duties extend far beyond that. Not only do we help on set if we're marking the actors or helping our first AC build a camera, lens changes, filter changes. Also, a lot of our work happens offset. We're sort of seen as the equipment manager of the camera department, so we know all the gear that we have in the truck. If we have to order any special daily gear, we're in charge of that. Any of the timesheets or other paperwork that may have to go through us or the office, we facilitate all those things as well.
I didn't know you guys did a lot of the paperwork too.
It's a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, yeah. We run around like mad on set, but we try to find a few minutes to sneak away as well.
So there's a balance on set and off set.
Absolutely.
And you work closely with the first AC.
Very close, yeah.
And he's the one that hires you?
Generally, yes. I know a lot of guys who travel around with their first AC sort of as a team, and that's how it functions with myself and my first.
Okay.
They're usually the ones that will find the job, and then we go out together.
So do you work on a freelance basis, and you're just exclusive with your first AC, or is it somehow organized with your union? I
mean, it is all unionized, but technically, yeah, it's all freelance as well. And my boss will go to a job interview just like someone applying to work at McDonald's on a different level, I guess.
Of course.
There's interviews, there's resumes, the process is very similar.
And you have to be very personable, and
absolutely.
There's a lot of personalities on set, so I guess you really have to mesh.
This is very true.
Let's talk a little bit about camera trainees.
Sure.
So does every show have a trainee that you have to deal with, and what's that experience like?
Not every show necessarily has a trainee. It depends on the contract and whether you're working with a feature or a TV series. Generally in the contract, a TV series has to have a trainee.
Okay.
A feature does not necessarily, but they're supposed to have a loader. So you don't always have a trainee. In most cases you do. And in most cases it's been a really positive experience.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, do you feel like you're empowering them and teaching them, or is it kind of a nuisance because it's distracting you from your job?
No, you like to think that you are teaching them something that they're going to appreciate and be able to carry to the next team that they work with, and that'll be a positive experience, yeah, for both parties, I guess.
So it's a good thing for you.
Yeah.
And you welcome trainees all the time.
99.9% of the time, yes.
Exactly. As long as you're great, he's awesome as well. Do you want to show me exactly how a slate operates?
Sure.
And what's said exactly?
Basically, the purpose of a slate is to help sync the picture with the sound in post-production.
Okay.
But it also, as we see, has several identifiers on the front, so let's make up a couple numbers. So not only does it identify what scene we're shooting, it'll identify the take that we're doing, the roll number for the camera, the names of the director of photography, and the date, all things that are going to be useful for categorizing the shots in post.
Okay, and you log all this information down, or?
It's logged on paper as well as obviously in the shot.
And I hear you guys working with a script supervisor?
Yes.
So she takes down all that?
We work very closely with the script supervisor as well. It's another job of the second is to facilitate the information that she is giving us to put on the slate to be shot. And she will give us the scene numbers, so we usually can keep track of the takes ourselves as long as we're not falling asleep.
Exactly. Which
and
never happens.
No, of course not. And the roll numbers as well. Something we confirm with her every day, but we're the ones handling all the reloads of the mags and keeping track of what roll the camera is recording onto.
So what would one say if I were to take the slate?
First off, you want to make sure you get it in frame.
Is it in frame, camera operator? Awesome.
And you're going to start by leading with the scene and then the take. So the scene is?
Scene 10, take 1.
You don't even need to say scene or take. Everyone
Okay.
kind of.
So I could just say 10-1?
But you do say take.
Okay. 10-1 is actually a term to say we're going to the washroom.
Coincidence that it ended up on the slate on this video, I promise you. 10, take 1.
10, take 1. Perfect.
You nailed it.
So is this job everything you expected it to be?
At this level, yeah, I'd say I mean, I went to film school, I had a bit of a background, and then I went through the training program myself, so at this level it's, yeah, everything I sort of expected from what I learned previously.
Awesome. And if there was another job you could do on set, what would that be?
I've never really thought of doing something outside of camera. I'd say working my way up to an operator is my end game, so camera operator.
So I guess we'll have to collaborate.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Adam.
You're very welcome.
Ciao.
Bye.